Has begun. So today we are trying out Songs of Conquest blindly. This game just came out. I believe it's still in early access. We're getting things dialed in. I've never played it before, so if the sound ends up being too quiet, too loud, just let me know and we'll get it dialed in. But yeah, I'm going to do a playthrough, a blind playthrough of Songs of Conquest. This is a strategy RPG game. I'm going to be reading. It's my first time playing it. I'm blind to the game. If you are blind too, first off, if you don't know what the blind thing means, if you're watching this later, and I can't really answer questions about it, blind just means that I don't know anything about the game. I'm literally opening it for the first time. I've not watched anything about it other than the trailer, so we're going in blind. If you are blind to the game too, we can figure it out together. I really like doing the virtual couch co-op thing, so if you don't know what's going on, let's talk it out. Let's figure things out. If you do know what's going on though, please don't just tell me. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, I'm going to be reading all the things, so any lore, story, tutorial, etc. It's all getting read. And again, just let me know about the volume and we'll get it dialed in as we go. But yeah, first look at Songs of Conquest. Perhaps a full playthrough? We shall see. A playthrough nonetheless. Single player. Alrighty. Campaign. So the first song, the second song in custom campaigns. That's interesting. So we will go with the first song, I guess, obviously. The Song of Stoutheart. Cecilia. That's stout, by the way. I can read. I see that T there. The Song of Stoutheart. Cecilia Stourheart, the young Baroness of the Barony of Stourheart, must face enemies within and without to hold on to her power and protect her people. Stourheart will stand. That sounds like a Dwarven name. So it looks like there's maybe 4 chapters or something. A new Baroness. In the year 593 AA, young Cecilia Stourheart, she doesn't, well, maybe she is a dwarf, I don't know, rose to Baroness after the untimely death of her father. When ore shipments from Barkspur's rich mines go missing and rumors of bandits are brought to the new ruler, Cecilia leads a small force to investigate the missing resources and restore lawfulness to the barony. Racist. Dwarves? Moving your ranged troops into higher ground will give... Okay, there's high ground advantage. It's not voiced over, at least this part isn't. Cecilia Stourheart, the new Baroness of the Barony of the Stourheart, was on her way to the quarries of Flint Hills. All shipments of stone from the region had stopped, and she was determined to find out why. She suspected an uprising of bandits and peasants and had already sent troops to the region to restore order. Travel to Flint Hills. Alright, so we can zoom out, zoom in. Can move the camera around with WASD or... Nope, not... Oh, crap. Right-click moves. So you can move the camera with left-click. So... And it's round-based. Okay, so we end the turn with E. Alright. Let's go up the road, I guess. Let's investigate this tree. Gallows. Death comes to all. Some sooner than others. 250 XP. It says we already visited it. Brilliant milestone. This old milestone shows the way. Movement duration +2 for 1 turn. This is kind of interesting. So how far can we zoom in? So pixel graphics. I'm a big fan of pixel art, so. Wonder how the turn-based bit is gonna be. A dead commander. The dead commander wore Stourheart colors and the distinctive sign of the Corvus Reserves. Stolen ore was one thing, but an uprising against Stourheart troops was more serious. There's some Might and Magic vibes. I never played those, but the developer said this is inspired by, in part, of Heroes of Might and Magic. Yeah, it's one of the ones I never got around to playing. Dead Commander. An old artifact is found on the body. It could prove useful in the time to come, or sold for gold. So we pick either 900 gold or a dagger. There's lots of games I haven't played over the years because I didn't have time. The sound seems a little quiet to me. So I'm going to go ahead and just turn it up now. Let's try that. Alrighty. Yeah, but there's a lot of things like that that I never had either time to play or money to get. I have 40 hours to play a day? No. JXM, thank you for the tier 3. 9 months. It's a tier 3 Twitch baby. Thank you, JXM. A looted cart. 800 golds. There's stuff up there, too. Who was that? Some wounded soldiers appeared from the forest and snapped to attention. This was Cecilia's Corvus Reserves, and they have clearly seen combat recently. Hail, Baroness! The Corvus Reserves await your command. Bandits, Lieutenant, you've seen some combat. What's the situation and status of the mines? Our scouts detected hostiles about, milady. The gold mine is to the south. Has been seized by rebels. We also encountered an unexpectedly well-armed force at Flint Hills to the west. We took heavy casualties and were forced to retreat. Played as a kid, never looked to any of the others, though. How well-armed? These aren't peasants with tools and knives. They have crossbows and swords, and bannerless knights to ride with them. This is no peasant uprising. Someone thinks me weak and seeks to take advantage of my father's death to steal more than a few shipments of ore. We must uphold the laws and show them the error of their ways. Gather the troops. We march for Flint Hills. I do wish it was voiced over. This is early access, so maybe that'll be added. But I love it when games are fully, voiced over. Troops you want to join. So it looks like we're picking up some 5 footmen and 5 rangers. We have 3 unit slots. We already have some rangers and footmen. I'm guessing we can drag them up. Yep. Mass move just does it automatically. Okay. Cool. +2 movement for 1 turn. All right, let's go see what the combat's like. Soldiers are camped here. Their camp can be pillaged for gold, or the soldiers can be recruited when they return. I'm going to take the rangers. A waterfall, a source of power. Resting for a while by this waterfall invigorates the troops. +3 movement for 2 rounds. Here we go, our first fight. I like power. Stand down. This mine belongs to the Barony of Stoutheart. It belongs to me. We will do no such thing. You would be wise to go back to your... They're all old men, apparently. Go back to your castle and prepare for a storm. There's one coming, I gather. The only storm gathering here is me. Prepare yourself. Let's go on Bard. Welcome in. All right, so we can see our character and the enemy stuff. So it looks like we can move things around any of the blue tiles. It seems like that's where the enemies are going to be, and it looks like they're going to have 3 units from what I can see. There's quick battle and manual battle. Interesting. Minoc, welcome in. Thank you for the bits, Minoc. Or you can withdraw. How can they think they own the mine? They don't even have a flag, right? Alright, let's manual battle. So, I did open the game this morning to make sure it was going to run correctly, and apparently it doesn't re-show the tutorials in the beginning, which is a little unfortunate. So I'm gonna have to just go over the tutorial, or what I know about, what I remember from it saying the tutorial earlier. All right.
Welcome back.
So, like a lot of these, Ozzy, thank you for the 10 months. Thank you, Ozzy. Like a lot of these turn-based strategy games like this, tactics games, you're able to see the turn order. You have high ground advantage. Both melee and range have high ground advantages. Now, another thing about this is as you fight, you gain essence. And different units gain different kinds of essence. And you use essence with your main character who is not on... They're like the commander. They're actually not fighting. But you can use it to cast spells with them. So, let's go. We got 3 crossbow guys. So, I guess we'll approach this one. Oh, we can attack the blockage. There's a reset. Where was that? Was in the actual tutorial one? There's no, like, okay, we'll see if that works. All right, we got our archer. So there, it's not doing it because it's, there's no feedback, and it's also not resetting them because I can't, it's not popping up about deadly range. But anyway, I'll explain it. So the archers have a deadly range. So if an enemy is within that damage or in that range of deadly range, you actually get a 100% damage bonus baseline, as you can see here. So that's our damage. And here's the essence that's popped up. So we have Quicken. If we use this, the friendly unit is going to get +5 initiative, meaning speed. Basically, they go sooner, and they'll be able to move. They get +1 movement. So for the next round, I'm going to go ahead and use that probably. I don't need to yet, but anyway, let's attack this one. Ah, there we go. Now it's popping up. Your wielder, the wielder is your commander, has gained more essence and more spells are now available to cast. If your wielder has enough essence, you can cast multiple spells on each of your troops' battle turns. Each battle turn, your current troop gives your wielder essence to be used for spell casting. Essence sources such as artifacts and skills will add essence at the start of a new battle round. All right, so there are areas of zones of control or whatever. So if you try to move out once you enter it, the enemy gets a free attack, like most of these. So there it is, zone of control. Your troop has entered an enemy's zone of control. If you move out or through this area, the enemy will get an attack of opportunity, which is a free melee attack. Let's go ahead and cast protection on him. He didn't need it. Let's go on wings. Welcome in. We can actually make that shot. Now, as you see, he's further away. He's kind of at our maximum range, so we don't get that deadly range bonus. However, if we move, we're gonna... if we move the range unit, we're actually gonna get a minus 50% to our damage, so we might as well hit him anyway. So we lost one of our footmen and 2 of our rangers, but we beat all of them. We leveled up. Level up wielder. Leveling up your wielder is all about skills and power. You can choose to either upgrade a skill your wielder already knows, learn a new skill, or increase the wielder's ability to command their troops by unlocking more slots in their army. Let's go on, John. A crushing victory. The new skills offered are determined by the class of your wielder. Spellcasters will more often be offered essence-related skills than battle-oriented wielders. Some skills are also not available to be picked before you reach a high enough level. At level 8, your wielder will be able to choose their first power. From there on, the wielder will be presented with new power options at every 8th level. Powers are superior to skills and will add a real advantage in both battle and building your kingdom. You are able to close the level up menu if you need to review things. Just feel ready to pick a skill. You can always come back the level circle. All right, so we have our first level. We have 3 options. Guard, your troops gain 20% melee resistance. Archery, your ranged troops gain +10 ranged offense, or unlock the ability to bring 4 troops with your army. Let's unlock a new troop slot. The gold mine. Click the right mouse button to set destination. We already talked about that, so you can right click to set it and then right click again to go. Let's go on Jamie. Looks good. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. We just got started, first time playing it, but very first impression is good. 1,000 gold. Take back the gold mine. Did it. So now we get 500 extra gold per round as long as that is in our possession. Let's go on Jer, welcome in. Ing, welcome in. It looks like this is a dead end, so we'll come back up to the mile marker. Let's go on Condor. Oh, we can click, we can right click a second time early to just teleport them there if you get tired of the walking animation. So for instance, you're walking, click again, they appear. Tribute to order, a source of power. Cecilia was no ordinary commander. She was a wielder, could draw upon the essence of her troops to weave mighty spells. As she touched the old tribute to order, she felt its essence empower her. That power would be needed in the battle ahead. +1, okay. Old battlefield. Walking this old battlefield inspires caution. +20 defense, -10 offense for the next battle. I don't know how I feel about that. There's gold in them there hills. That's right. So we can pick between 12 militia or 600 gold. I'm gonna go with more troops. Combat is auto battle. It's a different game. You choose if you want to do auto resolve. So the auto resolve system seems to be kind of like how Total War is, where in Total War you can either auto resolve or play out the battles, and if you auto resolve, you're probably gonna get worse results. It's gonna save you time. So if you have if you super overwhelm the enemy, so combat is an auto battler? No, it is not. It's a tactics battle game. A large camp. More footmen, nice. Armor rack. Your wielder has gained a new artifact. You can review your inventory and equip it in the wielder sheet next to your wielder portrait. An artifact will be auto-equipped if your wielder has an empty equipment slot. But no, this is not an auto battler, like an auto chest type battle game. Yeah, it must be a different game, yeah. There's a chest back there. Forget that. City base in this, or is it walk around RPG-ish? You do apparently take buildings and stuff because we just took a gold mine that's currently in our possession. And based on the trailer, you also, yeah, you will have settlements and things like that. And also based on the trailer, you'll have more than one wielder that you can use on the map. So, yeah, there will be a base of some sort eventually. Judging by the trailer. We haven't gotten there yet, but... Hundreds of years ago, the Empire of Aurelia spanned the whole world. Statues of the Empress can still be found spread across Arleon, and many folk speak dreamingly of the golden years of Aurelia. Uh-oh. A golden order? Flashbacks. Praying here grants power, +10 initiative, and +1 troop movement for the next battle. So we can't make it up that hill. We looted all that stuff, so... back we go. We already looked at that, I think. Yeah, that's the one we looked at. Yep. There we go. Here's a battle. A rebel roadblock. So we now have a new unit type as well. Hero Hour? I haven't heard of that one. Erected barricades and a small force of armed peasants block the road west. You best be gone, young Stoutheart. Flint Hills are free lands now. Free? Free to be attacked by bandits and pillaged by other baronies. Who will protect the people? You? Let's go, Rocket. Why not? As you can see, we are quite well armed. Yeah, I haven't heard of that one. Hero Hour, yeah. I'll have to look. But it's an auto battler when you get to combat. Not an auto resolve, but a literal auto battler. I can see that, but I caution you to think carefully before your next actions. Put down your weapons, answer my questions, and I'll be merciful. Or, stand unlawfully against me, and my sword will deliver justice. Now, who armed you? One of good intentions. I've seen Stoutheart mercy when old Lord Hammond was decapitated by your father. Now turn back. I'm trying to be free, or with the bad guy? Don't know. It brings me no pleasure to turn my sword upon my subjects, but unlawful acts will not be tolerated. Stoutheart will stand. Justice. Troop deployment. So this is what I already talked about. So I'm not going to read through all of this. However, for anyone that missed it, basically you can place troops on the blue squares. You can see the elevation. You get high ground advantages for both your melee and your ranged units. It shows where the enemies can deploy. And what we think they're going to deploy. Alright, so we got the militiamen. So I think I'm just going to let everyone... I'm going to move my melee troops over here. Otherwise, we're good to go. Are we the baddies? No. Let's go on Chasm. Condor, welcome in. In battle, your goal is to kill all enemy units. Your wielder or the enemy wielder is not present on the battlefield, but acts as a spellcaster from behind the lines. The order of battle follows the battle queue, which is based on each troop's initiative. You can only control a troop on their battle turn. Use right-click to move and target enemy troops. Hovering on enemy troops with your cursor will provide an attack preview. Using left-click on an enemy troop will give you a full display of the troop's information. Whenever a troop gets a turn, the wielder will gain essence for your spellcasting. Your wielder also generates essence it might have gained from artifacts, specialization, skills, buildings, or research at the start of each new battle round. The spells button will indicate available spells you can currently cast with the quick bar. Will be by default auto-populate the top available spells for easy access. Oh, that's kind of nice. So it's not going to show like everything, it's just going to show what you can use. Obstacles such as stakes, barrels, or other objects can be cleared by damaging them. High ground gives offense and defense bonuses to both melee and ranged units. Ranged troops can target any enemy within their range. However, within their deadly range, they will inflict double damage. There's no line of sight. The only limit is how far the weapon reach. However, you can increase their range by moving to high ground. So that's an important thing to note there. There is no line of sight. So as long as your weapon can reach, there's no like cover per se. That's interesting. Most troops have attacks of opportunity. If you move a troop into the enemy troop's melee range, their zone of control, and then try to move within, through, or leave that area, they will perform a free melee attack. Most troops also have abilities. During a turn, they can move and attack or move and use an ability. Remember that using an ability will, in most cases, end the troop's turn. That makes me think, I don't know, but just right off the bat, based on other games like this that I've played, that makes me think that offense will be the best defense in this game, but we'll have to wait and see. Bad person in the game, you're so used to me being kind, caring, loving, helping everyone. Yeah, that's very true. We're gonna go ahead and give him Quicken so he can move a little bit further, and we'll start making our way up here. All right, this is our new troop. This is the like the militiaman crossbow. Yeah, militia crossbow. And they're in our deadly range, so yeah, we're just gonna shoot. Momentum. So we can actually hit that one from here. Nice. It's not in our deadly range, but we might as well just take the shot. So if you notice the number under the troops, that's how many of that troop you have. So they're all in a stack. And as you damage them, you kill some of them off. Not all of them at once. I mean, unless you do enough damage to kill all of them at once. All right, let's make our way up here. Will that stack? It doesn't look like it stacks on turn of, at least. Yeah, so he needs one turn to reload. We'll go ahead and move during that. Hopefully he can move and reload in the same round. Nice. What is Twitch doing? Rifle rulers coming to liberate their peasants. Never heard that one. 1,000 gold. Let's go and Hash Monkey. Welcome in. Bannerless Knight. Alright. As Cecilia's troops approached Flint Hills, a well-armed force of soldiers wearing no Baroness colors came out to meet them. Knights, archers, you're no ordinary bandit force. I've always wanted to kill a wielder. You won't be the first upstart knight I've defeated. Let's go and see him. Anything on the game? Kaplurth? It's like, I looked at the page to it because people on Discord were talking about it, but I haven't really looked into it very much. It looked very similar to RimWorld, yeah. So, let's go. DJ, welcome in. Attack has been all over the news. So he doesn't, the militia doesn't have that long of a range. I think I'm actually going to move them up here. It seems dangerous. There's okay. All right. Roll graphics with the gameplay. Is that like RimWorld? Also, I meant it looked very similar to RimWorld. So we can't get an attack on this round on this guy. Might as well do it. So if you're in melee range and you attack something else in melee range, they do get to hit you back. Even if you're not moving through it, they get a like a retaliatory attack. Let's go ahead and put protection on him. That's important to know. Let's see. I guess we'll just start making our way forward. Let's take this high ground. Is E in? Okay. So we're reloading. We'll go ahead and move forward. him a speed boost for next round, so hopefully he can reach that over there. He's not gonna be able to anyway. Ooh, we're already down to 8. Not even a bad idea to have him out there tanking everything. I don't know if these stack, so let's see. Shielded, +% range resistance. What does this do? Target enemy troop gets -25% damage for 1 round. Friendly troop gets +10 defense. All right, let's try pacify. Can't make it over to him. Reloading. Ouch. It's outside of rage. Are we winning? A little bit. A little bit. It's got Orcish. Breaks welcome in. Let's go ahead and give him some defense for this. I didn't see they had like an Overwatch thing up.
Welcome back.
Let's go on. Sparky, welcome in.
Vast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Working through the campaign. This is the first time over the game, so yeah, it's my first time opening it. We're just playing, doing a blind playthrough yet. We lost 9 of our knights. That's not good. Of our shields. Almost 7,500. Jesus. Orcish. Thank you for the 6 months. Orcish. Half a year. That's almost an entire calendar year. Thank you, Orcish. Yeah, this game came out 2 days ago into early access. We're trying it out. Look at that little pig. I really like pixel graphics. Yeah, some of my favorite, even newer games use pixel graphics, and it's one of my favorite art styles. Is XCOM ever gonna go back to it? Maybe, I don't know. I wish Firaxis would hurry up with XCOM 3. A crowd of peasants led by a village elder came out to greet Cecilia as her force entered Flint Hills. I have defeated the rebels and restored Flint Hills to the protection of Stoutheart, as is my duty. Now, who among you will tell me what happened? Those knights and their soldiers appeared recently and armed all the local troublemakers. They seized our quarries and mines and started sending the shipments south towards Barkspur, where their patrons wait. And none of you stood against them? None of you sent word to the local warden or the spring hold? No, my lady. We're feared for our lives. We sent a messenger to Hope's Glade to warn them and ask for help, but the messenger, they never returned. Remember this moment the next time you are made the offer of independence. I will always protect the barony from threats within and without. Join my forces and together we will restore order to this territory. Hey, next time someone starts talking about being free, you best not do it. We'll heed the call to arms of Stoutheart as we did for your father before you. There are able-bodied recruits in the peasant hut. I show up, murder everyone, ask why they didn't call for help. We're totally that, guys? No, what? We are law enforcement. No, that maybe isn't the best way to say it. This is our kingdom. We must protect it from within, including uprisings. We can't just lay down every time there's a possible uprising. Oh, my kingdom. Someone in my kingdom's rebelling. I guess I'll just lay down. Ares is acting like a jerk. He wants me to pay attention to him because Modwife, I think, is still asleep or laying down. So now he's in here just scratching stuff and walking back and forth and ripping things open. Well, it's all right. All right. Diplomacy, ever gotten anyone ever? Wait, so you're supposed to have diplomacy? Hang on. So no matter what, you're supposed to talk it out? So if like someone starts taking over your house or something, you're supposed to be like, hey, let's talk about this. Let's debate whether you have the right to take over my house or not. No, I know what you mean. It is funny. We claim the farmhouse. We get 75 gold per turn, it says. Peasant hut neutral. So we can recruit more militia from here. We have 8,200. Sure, let's do it. I don't know. No, I know what you mean, though. It's just funny. I'm trying to defend us as not the bad guys. The smith generously parts with her latest work, an archer's helmet. An archer's helmet. The wielder sheet gives you an overview of your wielder. This is where you can check your skills, powers, inventory, and equipment and modifiers. Skills are abilities that you gain as you level up. They give powerful enhancements and can range from gaining gold each turn to increasing offense or more essence. Powers are awarded to a wielder once they reach level 8. We've already read about that. Artifacts are equipable gear that you find on your adventure map. You can also gain them as spoils of war. Drag and drop the artifacts to equip them. Right-click an artifact in the inventory to auto-equip it and replace any already existing in the slot. You have attributes. While leading their troops into battle, the wielder will pass on values in offense and defense directly to their troops. That's interesting. For offense, it's divided into melee offense and ranged offense when relevant for specific troops. Movement and view radius are only for the wielder to use on the adventure map and will not directly help the troops in battle. Movement indicates how far the wielder can travel and also how much they can get done in a single turn on the adventure map. View radius is the value, so that's how much you can see in the fog of war, basically. We're trying to make a living. Death penalty. We're trying to defend this from bandits. Death penalty. You didn't call for death penalty. Thank you, Jamie. The wielder can collect a lot of modifiers and bonuses from skills, artifacts, or special locations on the adventure map. Some modifiers affect only the wielder on the adventure map. Some are temporary and others last for a few rounds, but most help your troops in battle. The modifier menu provides a summary of all these modifiers presented in 3 different tabs: troops, temporary, and equipment. All right. Cool. Just playing her speech about independence out in your mind, how different it sounds, you imagine. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Claim the stone deposit, +2 stone each round. Another stone deposit. Bigger than a house and your banner is bigger than you. That's not us. That's our entire army. You know? That's just like any game. It's like you play Civilization and your troops are the size of an entire region or whatever. We're a giant. Alright. Let's go on down the road. Ooh, there's some ancient ruins up there. I wonder how we get up there. Is this a cairn, a source of power? A small band of Cecilia scouts stood waiting along the roadside. Lady Stoutheart, Corporal Greenwood here. We've come from your warden, Vila of Thorncliffe. As per your command, your troops are concealed at the forest edge. Corporal, this is not the forest edge. These troops are camped within the Tenderwild. You may have disturbed the Faey. The Faey? My lady, surely the Faey are only a myth. Superstitions of the country folk. Did my ancestors sign a covenant with mythological creatures? The law of leaves still stands, and we must make sacrifice or break the peace. Consider what we must forfeit to the forest beings to atone for your error. Uh-oh. Thought it was a pile of gems. You played too much. Here's a white magic. I await your judgment. My life is yours. Your death would serve no one. If I remember my history, there is an offering tree southwest of here. Join up, Corporal. I need all of my troops, and even the ones who make mistakes. Your loyal servant, Lady Stoutheart. She's a tyrant. She's just doing her job. Decide what troops you want to move to your... alright. All of them. There's only 5 in there. There's the cairn. +1 offense and +1 defense. So we put a stone on it. Alright. Yeah, let's go southwest. There looks like there's mushrooms or something there. A source of knowledge.
Welcome.
See, we didn't murder them. We're basically saints.
Appreciated.
We saved that person's life by not allowing ourselves to murder them. We're a hero. Zidian, thank you for the 10 months. That is almost a year. A full calendar year. Thank you, Zidian. Let's pick up more militiamen. I'm not sure. Let's hover up there and see. It hasn't told us yet. Gold is used obviously to recruit troops, but I don't see an upkeep yet. So we'll see. I'm sure it'll pop up at some point when we get to, yeah, there's like research as well. Oh, I should have clicked things. The research menu provides an overview of the research available to your kingdom. Research affects all of your troops and resources. Research is connected to specific research buildings with their own focus. Some focus on weapons and armor, while others focus on troop management and economy. You don't only need to build the specific research buildings of your choice, you also need to defend it in order for your research to endure and be in effect. Research becomes unavailable, effectively paused, if the research building related to that research is pillaged or razed. The research is available again when the relevant research building is repaired or rebuilt. So yeah, at some point we're going to be building a base, not just these neutral buildings that we're taking. And then there might be upkeep and stuff. Right now though, I'm pretty much just choosing military every time I get it offered to me. Why? Because I'm a war hero. What is this? Mushrooms? Critical mechanic, yeah. Giant mushrooms. The spores for these strange mushrooms fill the army with berserker rage, +1 damage, +1 movement, -25 defense in the next battle. Hey, Faey spirits. There's between 1 and 25 of them. That's a pretty big range, huh? Alright. +3 movement for 2 rounds. I'm going to attack them, obviously. Obviously. Because we're the heroes and we go into other people's homes and kill them. A stone altar, a source of power. Sacrifices have been made here. They fill Sicilia with power. +5 offense and +5 defense in the next battle. Ooh, we got a shield. Alright, let's go protect the woods from its own inhabitants. As heroes do. Fae spirits, flying creatures of the Tinderwild, with bat-like wings, long claws, and sharp teeth, swooped and buzzed before the offering tree. They wore strange masks and screeched at Cecilia and her troops. Humans, be gone! It's definitely what they sound like. We wish to leave an offering for our trespass on the forest, as is stated in the ancient covenant between us. Stand aside, little spirits. I would do my duty. Oh my god, we're gonna kill them because we're trying to leave an offering to them. And the name of the game is Songs of Conquest, not Songs of Harmony. That is a good point. Let's go on, Barky. Welcome in. Good lord. No, humans. No, never. Spirits, do not trifle with me. I am Stoutheart, and by the agreements I seek to make amends, if you continue to impede my passage to the offering tree, I will draw arms and put you out of your misery. How's it going, Woozy? Oh, what? She's lawful evil? That is absolutely true so far, yeah. You are misery. Misery! So be it. Alright, let's do it. Wow. We're trying to leave an offering to appease you. We don't want your offering. Leave our woods. Listen, I'm gonna leave an offering to you whether I have to kill you to do it or not. Use them as an offering. I don't. Oh man. All right. I'm trying to leave an offering. Let me appease you. My lord. Oh! How's it going, Minch? Welcome in. So we lost 4 of our crossbow militia. Leveled up, level 3, so we can get guard, so that's a 20% melee resist. Cunning, plus 10 melee offense, 10 range offense, and plus 10 defense. A new skill. It'll last for 2 rounds. Ugh. Wait, what? Oh, the sub goal is at 420. I gotcha. Unlock the ability to have 5 troops. I feel like I'm going to want to do that eventually anyway. Let's just do it. Committed Sudoku, they did. But now we can we can offer peace now that we've murdered them all. The circle infuses any visiting wielder with power for the next battle. 10 offense, 10 defense, 2 movement in the next battle. No, it's Sudoku. Yeah, you know, the number game. If you play it, you die. The offering tree was the most unusual tree Cecilia had ever seen. Her friend, Velia of Thorncliffe, had described them once, but it had not done them justice. The branches were smooth and glossy, and seemed to be lit from within. The leaves tinkled like tiny bells in the breeze, and most uncommon. The tree gave off the aroma of warm, spiced cider, like her mother would give her when she was small. Peace through superior firepower, that's right. Let's go ahead and Brimmer, Metallo, welcome in. Faey of the Forest, for trespass upon your woods, we offer compensation.
Hey everybody, my name's Cletus. Anybody want some cornbread?
For these Faey spirits slain, I ask forgiveness. They cannot be reasoned with. Let our peace be everlasting. If I wager on if I murder the tree. This is so bad. We come down into the forest, trespass in there, kill the Faey in order to give an offering for our trespassing into the forest. They couldn't be reasoned with. Could you imagine that? You break into someone's home. You break into someone's home, and then you're like, listen, I'm just trying to take a shower. And they're like, you can't take a shower here. This is my home. Like, don't be unreasonable or I'm going to have to kill you. Then we kill them, and then we take a shower. Let's go on York. Welcome in. Why wouldn't young children be able to drink cider? It's not spiked cider, I don't imagine. It's in the contract. 1,000 gold! As the offering were presented, the forest around Cecilia grew quiet. Hopefully, it was enough. Plus 3 offense, plus 3 defense. It's not hard cider, probably. We got some worn boots from that. Nice. Cider in some countries are the equivalent of hard cider, yeah. But there's most ciders here are not alcoholic. Love cider. In the United States, it's differentiated with cider or hard cider. Hard cider is the alcoholic one, but like normal spiced apple cider, so good. It's been one of my favorite drinks since I was just a little boy. Just apple juice. It's different than apple juice, yeah. We have apple juice, but it's completely different taste. It's basically like apple juice with spices in it to make it, yeah. And then there's hard cider, which, there's like hard everything. There's hard lemonade, and that is a marketing thing that means alcoholic. Ground up Aragog. Oh no. Plus 2 movement. So yeah, it must be way different, yeah. So is there no non-alcoholic spice cider in where you are? Massive cans of apple juice. Guarding the road was a large force of mercenaries hailing from the merchant state of Aria. Militia import, strongbow. You loved it. Turn back. The road is open for ore shipments from Flint Hills only. I see you are strangers to these lands, or you would know me as the lawful Baroness Stoutheart. I do not recall a declaration of war from the Barian city-states. Therefore, you are thieves and trespassers. What other crime shall I add to the list? Oh yeah, I forgot to go to that. Thank you. We've committed no crimes. We are honorable mercenaries, here on contract and merely following orders. I spit on your contract. You have my ore, therefore you are thieves. You will return it, tell me who hired you, and maybe Maybe I will ransom you back to your employers. We're not afraid to fight you, Stoutheart. But be warned, our contract states that no one wearing Stourheart colors are to be spared on the field of battle. Of course, if you turn around now, we can avoid this battle. Never. You shall be treated as thieves and trespassers, and my sword will deliver justice for breaking our laws. Then, unfortunately, we must battle. Work meeting. God, I hate meetings. No worries, Metallo. Thank you. One mean lady. She's just doing her civic duty. So we got spear women here. Is there a way to see what their movement is? Oh, they have +1 melee reach. So they can attack us from 2 tiles away. Their movement is a 3. Does that mean they can only move 3 tiles? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's not engage them that way. Yep, 3 tiles. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and put some defense on our front liner there. Which one's going next? This one? Let's go ahead and hit that one and see if we can weaken it a bit. Okay, so they can attack us from 1 tile away. We can finish off one of these. And they're going to be able to attack him regardless. Well, they can only move 3 tiles, right? 1, 2, 3. So they can attack, yeah. So we might as well move in and lock them in place here. And then, how much damage do we do? Does it tell us? 2 to 5? Is that 2 to 5 per? It probably is. It is. So we would kill 2 to 4 of those. This one we would wipe. Which one prevents more damage? It must be this one that prevents more damage, right? So, yeah. All right, let's do it. So we only killed 2, unfortunately. We're reloading this round. Let's get ready to take high ground. Man, those militiamen, I really don't like them because they have to reload their crossbow. And let's take out 7 to 10 of those. They're in the deadly shot range, right? No, just a high ground. Do those stack, I wonder? Oh, it does. Protection ×2. Nice. Those don't seem to carry for battle, so. Wow, we're down to like 3 of our tanky boys. I know I need more shield guys, yeah. The one trespassing is calling you the trespasser. Spit on your contract, yeah. Who is trespassing where? All right, so I didn't check this up here. As Cecilia examined the strange arch, she noticed that it was almost warm to the touch and vibrated slightly. She'd studied many strange ruins from the time of Aurelia, but never one that seemed so alive. So we can get a 6 troop slot. That doesn't really help us right now. I think I'm going to go with a +10 ranged offense. All right. It's still sparkling, but I know we went to that. I know we went to that also. Huh. Okay. Looks like we got a little town over here. Trespassing on your computer right now. You're trespassing in my office. In my chat. They need to stop glittering once you interact. No survivors remain. 500 gold, 2 stone, 2 wood. Burnt building. Maybe you can go back to it, like every so many turns or something. Cecilia's troops searched the smoking remains of Hope's Glade, looking for survivors. The townsfolk had clearly put up a fight, and for that they had suffered. From the rubble, they heard a moan, and they uncovered a badly injured militiaman. See? We were doing the right thing. Ish. Lady Stoutheart, we held as long as we could. We had to retreat. They were too strong. Who did this? Barians? A troop of Barian mercenaries marched on towards Barkspur, but it were knights that attacked us, men of Arleon, setting fire to our homes, taking no surrender. All we could do was flee to the hills north of here. The wounded man tries to speak, then fell limp. His eyes glazed over as the last sliver of strength left his body. His essence is in the wind, but Stoutheart still stands. Come, there are survivors here yet. Let's search the hills before we journey south to Barkspur. It's time to put an end to this. Shrines for bonus since they last battle. Yeah, I wonder if we could do it right away, like after so many turns. Maybe just after it falls off. I don't know. I'll have to look. But it would be nice if it only sparkles when you can reuse it. More like Cecilia, no heart. Sparky, yeah. Twitch ads have gotten really stupid, and they're in talks with adding more ads. There was a leaked internal document that talked about it, and they're planning on adding more advertisements. So I'm not supposed to tell you to look for things like Pi-hole, that's P-I-H-O-L-E, to block ads on your network entirely, or that you can find a way to update uBlock to block Twitch ads. I'm not supposed to tell you that, so please don't use Pi-hole, it's P-I-H-O-L-E, or just the letter U, block, to block ads here on Twitch, because that would literally cost me tens of cents. Friggin' sucks. Anyway. Let's go on truth. Look for survivors optional. It's just optional. 700 gold. 400 gold, 2 stone, 2 wood. No survivors. 400 gold, 2 stone, 2 wood. Let's go up here first, I guess. Dead commander. So we can take gloves, which are +1 defense, or we can take 800 gold. We're looking pretty good on golds. I'm just going to take the gloves at this stage. Yeah, don't use that one. There's one specifically called Video Ad Block for Twitch. It's a browser extension. Don't use that one. Thank you, Chani Tight Lips. You know what they say? Loose lips sink ships. So good thing you're not telling anyone about it. Sparky, thank you for the resub. 4 months. Thank you, Sparky. I appreciate it. What kind of heartless monster would use uBlock to bribe destitute streamers of tens of cents? Only Cecilia Stoutheart would stoop so low. As they reached the top of the hill, they found a sturdy tavern and the soot-covered injured and scared survivors of Hope's Glade. From among them, a minstrel stood and greeted Cecilia. Hail! Do my eyes deceive? The Baroness of Stoutheart to grant reprieve? If you mean to avenge these foul knights, then we brave souls would join your fights. And with your aid, Stoutheart will stand, returning peace and order to the land. Wow, she's a bard as well. I mean, minstrel. +5 movement, wow. Look for survivors optional. I like that. Hey, we can hire minstrels. They give a different kind of essence. So these give the essence of order. That's kind of cool. Excuse me, sir. Bards and minstrels are not the same. I know. They give creation and chaos. +5 defense to friendly. Screw it. Let's get them all. Some serious rhymes. Stourheart shows up, sing a song. Note to self, yeah. Let's see if we can reuse these. We'll test it. There's town building. Yeah, you can reuse it. I wonder how many turns between. But again, and I'm not saying this to you specifically or that you're saying this, but I don't think every game needs to reinvent the wheel, and it's fine for a game to be very similar to another one in the exact genre as well. Because if you had to recreate a new idea every time, you had to reinvent the wheel every time, there would be like 10 video games. That would be it, right? So if you really like a certain game or a genre of game, I'm not sure why you wouldn't want like other good games in that same genre to play. I really was thinking about that a lot back when we played a game that had 4-on-4 turn-based combat, similar to Darkest Dungeon, but a lot of the mechanics were, or quite a few of the mechanics were different. And we had a lot of people come in and they were like, oh my god, is this a Darkest Dungeon clone? Are they just ripping off Darkest Dungeon? Is Red Hook going to sue them? And I was like, Red Hook didn't invent 4-on-4 turn-based combat. It was during Iridius, yeah. Which, well, that's happened during a lot of games, not even just Iridius, other things too. Is this a ripoff? So, having a game be derivative, like everything is derivative. There's nothing new under the sun, etc., etc. Let's just keep throwing out random things like that. But anyway, so if it is a good game in that genre, even if it's very similar, I think that's a good thing overall. And if it fails, then it wasn't good enough to live. You tired of that thought process? I really do too, and it happens a lot when I play any game similar to any other one. There's so many things. Like, even games that have a system like in Dark Souls where you lose your resources and you have to go get them, and if you die again, you lose them. And it has like checkpoint systems that are like Sites of Grace or bonfires. Is this a ripoff of Dark Souls? Yep, it is. Literally just copied. The Hero Hour. Yeah, I gotta check that one out. I hadn't heard that one until chat today. It's an auto battler, which is interesting. I'm not against auto battling either. Like I don't care what people want to play or whatever, what you like to play. There's so many good games out there, and there's just so many games in general that if it's a game I don't like for whatever reason or a genre, I have so many other things to play. It doesn't bother me at all. This game uses mouse and keyboard. Oh my god. Come on, gaming industry. Gazing across the lake, Cecilia saw the settlement of Barkspur. It was clearly occupied by another force of Barian mercenaries, this one led by a wielder. She readied her soldiers for the final battle to retake the region. Oh, every game is Pong. Actually, did you guys know that Pong wasn't even like a coded game? It was more mechanical. There's an article about it you can check out. It's really interesting. There's like no real coding. Tennis for 2. So we actually get to fight other wielders too. I figured that would happen, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, but there's an interesting thing out there about Blizzard invented all games. Oh god, he came up on me. Just pure electronics. Yeah, it was really cool. You saw that too? I just saw it the other day. They have 6 groups. Okay. Let's do it. We're on the right side now. That's weird. Huh. That's kind of cool. It also shows what kind of essence he has. So he has creation. No, he doesn't have creation lit up. He basically just has whatever the blue was. What was the blue? I don't remember. Anyway, let's go. It's Modwife. How's it going? I'm liking it so far, yeah. We're still on the first map. The Jig of Jugs. Oh, they have guns! That's not fair. Fear no foe. +5 defense to friendly. Costs 1 movement and ends the turn. Okay, good thing I didn't move all the way. That's no jester, but... Oh my god, we only have 3 of our tanky guys. So these can only move 3. 1, 2, 3, and then they can attack 1 away. So at the moment, they can't reach him. I don't know if 1 away is diagonal. I'm gonna hope not. Looks like gun guy might be reloading. Spears are gonna be charging at us, so let's go ahead. Oh, we can just kill all those. Screw it. He's in the, yeah. Kill 8 to 12 of them. Yeah, let's kill them all. Get out of here with your gun. 2 to 7 of those. Okay. You can kill all 8 of those spears. Let's do that. She's in deadly range, so we get double damage. The tanky guys and recruit more. I bet you can, yeah. It's important to remember though that I think this guy is also active. Like, you know, he's moving on the map because we did see in some tutorial that you can lose buildings and then be raised and whatnot. And where we got those was like way back at the beginning. So I bet we could go recruit more if we wanted to march all the way back there. We might have to after this. There was an upgrade option in the village as well, yeah. All right. One, two, three. So this would be able to attack our minstrel. So let's go out and block for them. Okay. We'll put movement there so maybe he can take the high ground next round. I was worried about that. She still attacked him. That's weird. That is weird. This one's reloading. Take the high ground for next. Oh, we're probably just... He's reloading too. Okay, perfect. Also reloading. So we might kill only 7 or we might kill all 8. All 8 it is. How much? Wait, we can attack with our minstrel. Let's see what he does. What kind of damage does the shield spell block? It just gives defense, so it negates some physical damage. It's not specifically ranged or melee. Oh, the minstrel! To avoid the counter, yeah, it was kind of interesting. Man. After the battle, a beaten Namander Breeze is brought before Cecilia. Wielder, we appeal to your honor and beg that we may negotiate a surrender. I am Namander Breeze of the Quartz Battalion, and a stranger to these parts. I concede the field and will withdraw my forces. You are indeed a stranger, Barian, or you would know by my colors that I am Cecilia Stoutheart. Was it your weapons that armed the bandits who caused the uprising at the mines? There was a misunderstanding, milady. We were led to believe by our employers, you see, that they had a lawful claim on these lands. When we realized our betrayal, we had already signed the contracts. By the mercenary code, we could not withdraw our services. You hear that, guys? If you are employed by someone and you sign a contract with them and then later on you find out you have signed on with a terrorist organization and they want you to kill innocent people, you just have to do it because you signed an agreement. Never forget that. That might not be a good idea, Riggs. Makes sense, yeah. Reveal to me your employer and their plans. If I am satisfied with your answer, I will spare you. But every Barian of your company must leave my lands immediately. No backsies, it's the mercenary code. That's the whole entire code. It's just long paper, this long scroll, and you undo it, and it just literally says no backsies. It was Lady Hammond that hired us. The Topaz Battalion is sent to recover Ashbourne. We are grateful for your mercy, Lady Stoutheart. May this deal bring good fortune to each party. The information is adequate. I will spare your life, and instead send you to the prison in Castle Everkeep. There you may contemplate that honor might be worth more than gold. No oathbreakers. Corporal, this is your chance to redeem yourself for your error in the Tinderwild. Take 2 squads and transport Captain Namander Breeze to Everkeep until we can arrange for his ransom. You can depend on me, Lady Stoutheart. Victory! With Barkspur restored to Stoutheart rule of law, Cecilia gathered her troops once more and set out to pursue the Topaz Battalion. and prevent the occupation of Ashbourne. For this, she would need the aid of Vilya of Thorncliffe, Warden of Stoutheart, and Cecilia's longtime friend. Killing innocent people because he... Oh!
With grim conviction rose Cecilia of Stoutheart to crush rebellions and push back another upstart. Lady Hammond claimed her settlements, settling, we begin.
It's very cool, yeah, the minstrels that we just saved. There we go. Mission number 1 is complete. I'm going to stop the recording. We're going to do the next one, but I'm going to split the recording. I'll upload this to YouTube later. So that was the first chapter, the first mission of the first song, the Song of Stoutheart in this Songs of Conquest playthrough.